and envious easily. Like, why are you getting angry? If you're angry with me, why can't we have a conversation about it? And that's the truth of relationships. If you're angry with your friend, why can't you just tell her? Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How you all doing? I really want to appreciate you all for watching my introduction video and for also subscribing. I mean, I went from like 0 subscribers to over 20 something subscribers, and I really thank you all for tuning in and watching my video and subscribing to this channel. And I promise you I won't let you down. Thank you so much. I do not take anything you guys do for granted. Thank you so much. So a quick one, yeah. I wanted to do a video before now. I did like 3 to 6 clips before I deleted it, and I finally settled for this video because a lot of distractions and everybody in my house just be passing and be looking at me as if I'm crazy or something. Anyway, so today I just want to talk about relationships, but relationship as per just, you know, normal relationship between 2 people or more than 2 people. You understand? A lot of people are saying that I shouldn't only talk about relationships, I should talk about other things, which I would definitely do. But I mean, come on, you and I know that relationships are one of the most important part of everybody's life. Like, relationship determines almost 50% of your life. Yeah, so today I just want to just be talking, let's say briefly or not briefly, I don't know. But anyways, let's just talk about relationship between people. Now, I want to use this instance. Why is it in a group of girls there's this particular conflict between themselves? You understand? Like, there's a hint of malice, if you get what I mean. And then, but between guys, is different. Do you understand? It's different between guys. Like, guys, like 5 guys can stay in a room and there won't be a problem. But when girls, let's only say only 3 girls are staying in a room, there's wahala. So let me give you guys this just based on relationships. So when I got into the hostel in my school, University of Port Harcourt, when I got into the hostel, so there was this scenario that I had a clash with my roommates. Like, it was really, I wouldn't say it was that bad because I felt like she had something coming for me at first, but I was trying to, give her away, just let her go. She was making the slight remarks and all of that stuff. And I feel like one thing about girls is that they really get cranky and envious easily. Like, why are you getting angry? If you're angry with me, why can't we have a conversation about it? And that's the truth of relationships. If you're angry with your friend, why can't you just tell her? Or if you're angry with someone, why can't you just tell the person, look, I don't like this thing you did, or look, I don't like this particular stuff you did. So there was this particular day where I think, as at that point, I think I had it here. Okay, it was in the night. So where you're in Nigerian schools, you understand. Rats was disturbing us in that room. It was that serious. Like, I had to put on my torch because it was always jumping on my roommate's bed. Like, she sleeps opposite me, so it was only jumping on her bed. So I was like trying to put on lights to see where it was. And then she doesn't sleep close to the window, you understand. So her bed is like further. It was forward. So she was like, oh, all these things people are doing, blah 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 blah, not bitch, idiots. I asked my, is she talking to me? She was like, no, I should not bother her. I should just ignore her. I did ignore her. So that night we slept because we didn't see the rat again. I think we left our dim light on, so I had to leave the dim light on so that we could actually see, maybe to scare the rat. So by morning time, I woke up with her ranting. Like, I woke up hearing different rants, and she was ranting. She was like, oh, this blah 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 blah. I was like, really, this girl had it in for me this bad? Like, I would literally greet her, and then she won't reply me. I was like, what? So I stopped greeting her. I just pass my way. If she comes back from school, I don't talk to her, she doesn't talk to me until that very morning. I was like, you had all these things bottled up in you, why are you now Why didn't you talk to me about it? Why didn't you say anything about it? She was like, oh, this. I'm always talking about her church, blah, 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 blah. And this church she's talking about, I mean, my family church, my bishop came out from this church. I'm not going to really say the name so that it doesn't look I'm being biased or something. I was like, I never talked about your church. And the only thing I said about the church was that my bishop came from your church. And she was like, oh, this, yeah, who, blah, 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 blah. She was shouting on top of her voice. All these things I'm trying to say is that there was no proper communication. And I had to have that clash with her. Do you understand? I have to have that clash with her. Because at that point, she was not trying to, trigger me. And then she had to start talking about my own church. I had to tell her, keep this off. When we're talking, just talk about me. Let's talk about the situation. Let's not talk about things that are not related to the situation. And then she was shouting on top of her voice and all of that stuff. I was like, okay, fine, that's your business, that's your concern. And she was talking back at me, and stuff like that. I was like, okay, that's fine, that's good, it's all right. I mean, we're all adults here, you can do whatever you want. Mommy, I'm so sorry, guys. My mom just came and she was looking at me. Why are you looking at me like that now? So sorry, guys. Anyways, so that's what I'm trying to say, that when you put 4 girls in a room, if they're not matured in mind, I mean, come on, there's going to be fights, there's going to be destruction. But my brother stayed in the hostel in school. He stayed in hostel, and he never mentioned for one day that they had issues, like serious issues that would linger. Like, we literally weren't speaking for like almost half of the semester. We weren't speaking to each other, we weren't talking to each other and stuff like that. And so I've asked my brother, I'm like, how is it living in hostel with your fellow guys? She was like, it's quite chill, everybody minds their business and stuff like that, nobody is looking for trouble. Even if you have an issue with someone, which there's always an issue with someone, but then guys, they just shake it off after a few hours. They just shake it off. So guys, back to my relationship stuff. When you are in a relationship with somebody, I have friends, I have cool friends. I have like 6 or 7 friends that I really call my friends. Do you understand? Like, people that I can talk to and they can actually talk to me about, people that reciprocate my same energy. Should I say I'm cooler with the guys that are my friends, because I feel like they understand me more than ladies. I know that sometimes ladies can be judgmental, and which is our nature. But then lack of communication, if you feel a certain way, why don't you just say it? And maybe someone is not giving you the same vibe that you're giving. I mean, come on, tell the person, look, you're not giving me the same vibe. If you don't want this relationship, if you don't want this friendship, let's move on. So I just want to just use this medium to tell you guys this story, because I feel like these kind of friendships are not talked about. Everybody's talking about backstabbing, how a friend backstabs somebody, but nobody is talking about how you can actually settle these matters. You do not need to quarrel. You do not need to fight. Yes, you can argue over something, but that doesn't mean you guys have to fight. You guys have to break up the friendship. But if it's if it's a threat to your mental health, then it's advised that you can give space. Tell the person, like, okay, let's just give ourselves space, let's not talk for some time, and stuff like that, if you and your friend understand each other. But then if you're with me, comment in the comment section, telling me which relationship do you think lasts. Like, if you're friends with a guy, it lasts more. That's more my own opinion. I think guys, they pay more attention than our female friends. I don't know about you, but my guy friends pay more attention to me. I have a particular friend of mine, he's a church member, we're also business partners, and he's a very good friend. Like, he's so attentive, he's so, everything. Like, there was this particular day he made me angry. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna talk to him because he made me angry. And he was like, he called me that day. I was like, okay, why are you angry with me? I was like, why will you tell me I'm doing too much, And then we talked about it and we settled it. But if it's a lady, my dear, the relationship will go from 0 to 100. So all I'm saying is that I think ladies should learn how to communicate in friendship. Like, you should learn how to tell your friend, okay, this is this, I'm not cool with this, or I'm cool with this. And also set boundaries in your friendship. There are some kind of things people talk about. you don't talk about my family anyhow. There's a way our friendship will be that you don't actually have the right to talk about my family. And then there's also another way our friendship would be like, there's this my particular friend, my best friend, at least. Yes, oh yeah, for real. Like, we talk, we gist, we talk about our families. But recently it's not really like going as per how it was, because we're all evolving, we're getting very busy with our lives. So guys, I just wanted to just tell you all, quality relationships are the best. Like, without so many of these people I've met with, there's no way. There are some connections, there's some things I've learned, there's some people I know through them that have helped me in my career, in my life, in my education and stuff like that. And yes, if you're asking if I made friends from university, I did, but we're not like best friends, but we are cool. We all are cool. So yes, so thank you all for tuning in today. Thank you all for subscribing to this YouTube channel. Please make sure you give a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, turn up your post notification bell, and make sure that you are following me on Instagram. The description will be right there below in the description box. You're following me on Instagram and you're following me on TikTok. Thank you, and I love you. Bye.